with our political situation. Everyone's starting to freak out. We haven't even gotten to the middle of December yet. I still feel there's something going to happen near the end of December, but something major is going to happen in March, somewhere between March and April. But I don't know what. I just know something's going to happen. Okay. All right. Surrounded, light, grounded, and love, and respect. One with the Creator. Within me is the sum of all things past. Within me are the years that yet remain. In heaven, and heaven has not a space too high nor vast, that I may not within myself contain, nor is there an accomplishment divine that is not slumbering in the soul of mine. Within me is the sum of all things past. Within me are the years that yet remain. And heaven has not a space too high nor vast, that I may not within myself contain, nor is there an accomplishment divine that is not slumbering in the soul of mine. Within me is the sum of all things past. Within me are the years that yet remain, and heaven has not a space too high nor vast, that I may not within myself contain, nor is there an accomplishment divine that is not slumbering in this soul of mine. Okay. From the deck I'm going to use, since I'm going to be doing something on politics, is a deck that one of my sons gave me, and I personally can't think of a better deck to use. I mean, if that doesn't yell politics, I don't know what does. Okay, so as the energy stands now, is there something going on behind the scenes? As the energy stands now, are the Democrats working on something behind scenes that will prevent this new administration from taking over and destroying our country? All right. Is there something going on behind the scenes? Okay. That now, I'll show you afterwards. Okay, and only problem with these cards is trying to get one at a time because they stick. Let's see how this goes. Ready. All right, I'll show you the cards real fast, and then I'll start looking to see what all they mean. Well, that worked out good. Live and learn. Boy, do I learn a lot. Yeah, I messed this up. All right, let's go. All right. Just a little bit better. If I made a mess of that, trying to do something fancy. Alrighty. All right, the first one I pulled is the Page of Spears. According to Alice in Wonderland. I love how this book goes. Okay. The Page of Spears represents someone who's eager to do their best. That is a good outcome. Though their lack of attention to details often creates mistakes. Going downhill fast. Like planting white royal roses instead of red ones. Through blundering, the Page of Spears tries his best and will always try to right his wrongs. Be patient with yourself and use mistakes as learning opportunities. Okay. This shows me that they are working behind the scenes. They realized the mistakes they made. They set a trap, but they're going to need outside help. I think that's where NATO's coming in. They're going to need outside help because their trap really wasn't, the net was not wide enough. They were shocked and surprised, like we all were. All right, that's followed by the 4 spears. Okay, this is a sign that you need to rest to ensure that you're in tip-top shape for what lies ahead. Make time for self-care and relaxation. We've been talking about that a lot. And prepare for whatever challenges and excitement you soon will meet. I think challenges, I'm not sure about excitement. You'll come out of this restful period ready for your next great adventure. Well, we have to stop worrying and we do have to start getting ready. We've been talking about that a lot. Okay, followed by the Empress. Whoops. Gotta get used to this. Okay. The Empress serves as a reminder to treat others with dignity and compassion. Yeah, we have to understand it. They've been brainwashed, and this brainwash was taking on years before we realized how bad it was. A lesson that the Queen of Hearts could stand to take to heart. This tarot card carries a strong theme of appreciating beauty in nature. Make time to cultivate a beautiful environment for yourself, whether by redecorating, spending time outdoors, connecting with nature, or planting your very own rose garden. Well, that's something that we've talked a lot about. Now is a time for self-care, to get ready for some difficult times that are going to be coming. And being compassionate. I don't know if we really need to go further, but I'm going to go ahead and continue. Why not? Gone this far. Okay, the next card is the 5 of Spears. You're locked in conflict with the temptress Queen of Hearts, or frustrated by misunderstandings and poor communication with the Mad Hatter. And the 5 of Spears is known as the ultimate conflict card. You'll have to be creative and determined to gain the advantage. Well, hopefully that's what they're doing. Is being very creative, and that's why we're not hearing anything This administration has been good about keeping secrets. Okay, followed by the Three of Spears. This represents heartache and hurt feelings. Yes, yes, we are. You're feeling disappointed and let down, but remember that these feelings are temporary. Your heart will heal, and you'll find happiness again soon. Okay. Knight of Spears. Like the Queen of Hearts, dutiful card soldiers, the Knight of Spears is always ready for action. He bravely charges forward to meet challenges head on. If you've been procrastinating or wondering when the time will be right to make your move, this is your sign to square your shoulders, hold your head high, and act now. They are acting aggressively behind the scenes. They're not doing it. They have others doing it for them, so that while the attention is on them and not on the people working behind the scenes, the other side is not being forewarned. They really believe everything is just going to be normal. And that's followed by the Knight of Teacups. I really like this. The contents is right there. You can find the cards very easily. Okay, Teacups. Okay. The Knight of Teacups is a charming person with dramatic flair, known for his chivalry. He's the first to open the door for you or shield you from the pouring rain with an umbrella. This tarot card advises you to get in touch with your emotional creativity. Pen a love letter, write a song, or redecorate in a way that inspires you. So again, we're being told that while all this is going on, they're working behind the scenes and allowing things to unfold in order to have the other side become more comfortable in revealing themselves to their followers. We need to be preparing self-care because they're going to go crazy. We need to be ready, be the adults that step in and say, okay, lessons are learned. Now can we work together? This is going to split up the party so many ways. We'll probably have some parties that can work family with each other and some that are just going to fight themselves right out of existence. Okay, that's followed by the Queen of Teacups. Okay, the Queen of Teacups represents a maternal, nurturing person, much like the kind mother oyster. Rather than giving strict, harsh orders, she tries to guide her curious oysters with gentle compassion. This tarot card comes as a sign to make sure you're treating others with the empathy and understanding they deserve. So, by following the Knight of Teacups, while we strengthen ourselves, health care, mental, grounding, we got to be ready so that we can help guide them. And I think also Harris, behind the scenes, she might be emotionally conflicted over everything that happened, but she knows what happened. And there's going to be a strong uphill for her. But I think she's guiding things from the behind scenes. I think she's more involved than Biden is in guiding things behind scenes. She hasn't given up. She's doing self-care. She's preparing for her battle. She's letting them lay their cards out while she gathers the information. And people are learning. Okay, that's followed by the Knight of Flowers. Okay, Knight of Flowers. The Knight of Flowers represents a fiery, passionate, temperamental person. One moment, he's social and enjoyable. The next moment, he may be dumping rainwater on your head and chasing you out his garden. Take inspiration from his action-oriented nature. The Knight of Flowers is a sign to actively pursue your goals and interests. Put meaningful momentum behind your goals. Okay, there's definitely stuff going on behind the scenes. Most definitely. Something is going behind the scenes. Let's see. Let's pull a card. Inspiration from the angels. No, that's not my angel deck. Grabbed the wrong deck. Here we go. I'll pull some inspiration. I think this is telling us to be patient. There's stuff going on. We just don't know about it. And that's the way it's supposed to be. Because if we don't know, then they don't know. And if they don't know, and you notice they're not celebrating the win. The rich ones are, and the higher upper class ones are, because they see tax breaks, and they see all the stuff that's going to benefit them. So they're celebrating, but they do theirs quietly. You don't hear a lot of celebrations over this win. People are now starting to wonder, okay, we won. All right, I had to pause life. And okay, and the two cards, top cards that I pulled out for the angel cards are Divine Timing and Yes. So we are on the path we have to be at this time. Not everybody was ready for the path that we all were hoping we would be stepping into. But we're now on the path that we need to be on in order to unite everybody. And eventually we're going to really appreciate the outcome. Things are going to happen for the better for everybody. We're just at the beginning stage, kind of like when you're redecorating, rearranging furniture in your whole room. You make a mess first. Then you have to go and decide, well, what am I keeping and what am I getting rid of? Okay, where does it go now? And what looks best? What works best? And then afterwards, you're happy. Everything flows, family. And that's where we're at now. We're at the tearing everything apart and trying to decide where everything goes. We haven't reached the yes part, but that's where we're headed towards. So I found these to be hopeful. I'm still holding out. I'm still hopeful that things are really going well behind the scenes. Let's ask about the energy of December. Okay, the energy of December with communications. Energy of December with communications. Okay, well, let's see. Closest one to heart would be our spirit, and our spirit is an air, and it says spirit transforms thinking. So we have to be open-minded. There's a lot going on. We need to be planning right now. We need to be planning and preparing ourselves spiritually for things that are going on. Our clarity right now is in fire and water. So use the ideas you carried from your past and past lives for a solution. So they're having to look through history and seeing if they can find a solution that way. I'm not sure they're going to find all the solutions they're looking for. And then water, you need the clarity you need. You have the clarity you need. Follow one of the paths and use your life force to resolve your situation. So they have everything they need. They need to sit back and just make their plans and buckle up and work on the issues. That's the clarity. Okay, on the body, we're in the future. Okay, so everything that we have been, everything that we want, that we're really hopeful for, that we're putting the energy into, the positive energy into, it's going to happen. We are working towards that. And our mind is in the solar plexus and the restate. So the options aren't clear yet. There's a lot of work going on behind the scenes. They haven't made up their mind. So the energy right now is kind of, should we go this path? There's so many paths that they can take at this moment with all the information they're gathering, and they just don't know which path yet. I think they're waiting on further help. There's a path that's just not quite revealed to them. It's too many weeds have grown on it. They haven't quite cleared that path. The power is coming to them. The power is coming to them. They have everything they need. They just don't see how the outcome's going to be. And the solar plexus, let's see. And in solar plexus we have pyrite, which means we have to get rid of the self-doubt. And we have to have courage and just stay positive. Well, that's all I have for today. Love and light.